Okay, I'm trying to figure out how this works. I guess I use that as my little intro music. But hi everybody, and welcome to my little radio show where we're going to be listening through my brand new album, Duality. I wanted to kind of listen through with you and talk through some of the music, the tracks, make this an experience we could do together. So you're going to be with me though as I figure this out. I've never used this app before. I see that we've got 42 people here, 44 people. So welcome, 45. I wish there was a chat feature. I always love reading your guys' comments. I think it makes it way more fun to chat with you. I know I can add some of you into the chat, so maybe I'll do that in a little bit. And we can actually talk rather than me just reading your comments. But I just want to say first off that I'm so excited about this album. And, I've been working on it for years. And it means so much to me, so much to me to see the comments, the reactions, to see what you guys all thought of it. Like seeing your guys' track listing of like your favorite tracks in order was just so interesting to me because, obviously I have my favorites, but I almost don't want to even spoil that yet and tell you what my favorites are because I'll tell you some of my favorites as we listen. But it was really cool to hear what resonated with you guys and the fact that it was so different. Like some people, had songs as their like top song, and other people had that same exact song as their bottom, their last song. But also, I think my favorite thing was seeing your guys' reaction to the album when you would say what it made you feel. Like I even tuned into the Discord when you guys were listening to the live, album kind of together. And just seeing your comments through each song of like, oh my gosh, this one made me cry, or this one brought me to tears. Oh my gosh, this one feels so personal. Like, I feel like we're getting a window into Lindsay's soul. And this is very true. This album was very personal to me. And it just meant so much that it made you guys feel so much. And some people said it made them feel strong and blah, 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 just all the different things. It just literally brought me to tears because I was like, this is what I hoped people would feel. And so I just want to say thank you for sharing all of that with me. Um, with no further ado, we're going to listen to the first track of the album, which already started automatically when I came on. But this song is called Evil Twin. I wanted to lead the album with this song because I felt like it kind of perfectly captured the concept of duality. Like there's these really sweet melodies that are very soft, and then it very quickly shifts gears into this very heavy and intense sound. And so, yeah, I just thought it felt like the internal battle that sometimes we all face, where you know I feel like sometimes it really does feel like I'm almost being ripped apart inside a little bit as I sometimes know the things I want to be. I know the things that I can be, but then there's also the other side of yourself that's like, but this is where I'm at right now, or this is what I'm actually feeling. And like being torn in that way can be so hard. And so I wanted this to express, the angst that comes from internal duality, but also the beauty that comes from it. The fact that we can be both, really fierce and strong and aggressive, and we can be also maybe gentle and at times maybe even a little scared. But that's actually what makes us brave. So, anyways, I felt like this track is the perfect way to kind of showcase duality. So that's why the album starts with Evil Twin. Okay, now let me just figure out how I go back to the song. Hey, there we go. That was good old Evil Twin. Now that you kind of heard some of my thoughts behind it, I wonder if it made it feel any different. I'd be curious to know. But yeah, that song also specifically, each of the songs on the album kind of represent a specific, feeling that I have that is duality, that represents conflicting sides. And that one in particular was kind of about lack versus abundance, this feeling that we're not enough versus the feeling that we are everything, that we are enough, that we're whole. And so that's kind of the feeling I was hoping that would express. And then, the album is part one and part two. And in part two, all the songs are a different sonic version of the same theme. So um the song that pairs up with Evil Twin is the Scarlet Queen. And so, same, that song is kind of also about lack and abundance. And I feel like one of the biggest emotions that comes from lack is jealousy. And so, that was the main thing I felt, not while I was writing it, I wasn't feeling jealous, but that's what I felt when we were like making the music. I was like, this sounds to me like it sounds like jealousy. And that's why I called it the Scarlet Queen. Um, yeah, anyway, so yeah, but it's a little bit more of a playful version of that same exact theme. It's also a much fresher, like modern sound than, Evil Twin is much more cinematic. And that's kind of how the whole album is. The first half of the album is very cinematic representations of these themes. The second half of the paired songs are a little bit more modern and a little bit more pop driven. Anyways, next is I Have the Untold Her. This was the first single from the album. So a lot of you have probably heard this one. This one represents listening to your inner voice. That difference between believing in yourself and doubting yourself and really turning inward to kind of trust the inner guide. So here is I Have the Untold Her. This honestly is probably my favorite music video I've ever made. So if you haven't seen it yet, go check out the music video. Okay. It's funny. It doesn't feel quite complete without the ending phrase, not good enough yet, because I got so used to hearing that when I was editing the music video. And I have to tell you guys, I'm really excited for tour. Very, very excited for tour. And this song, ugh, it might be in the show. Okay, obviously, it's going to be in the show. Um, it was the leading single, so I'm not spoiling anything. But I get chills just thinking about it. Oh, my girl Ashley, she's my choreographer. She killed it. The dancers look so amazing. I'm very proud of the concept. I concocted it actually before I even released the song. I thought of the idea for the show, and oh, I think you guys are just gonna love it. I'm really excited. I'm so excited. We're mid tour prep at the moment. I've been going into rehearsals most days, and when I'm not in rehearsals, I'm rehearsing at home. So much to learn, so much to get done, but I've got a couple weeks left, and I feel confident that it's gonna get there. But I'm in that phase of like, okay, we gotta go. But anyways, you guys know me. I love putting on a show. I love it. Okay, this next track is called Surrender. And this was the biggest surprise for me of releasing the album, was seeing how many people loved this song. Like, of course, I loved this song. I didn't think it was a standout track though, and I will say I'm very excited that I really feel like this album, like, I love every song on the album, like, really love every song. But of course, there's ones I love more than others. And yeah, I was surprised to see how many people really gravitated towards Surrender. Even my sister Brooke like texted me after she listened to the whole thing through. Like, she'd heard bits and pieces of the music here and there. I'd shared with her, but she texted me being like, "I love Surrender." And I'm like, "Really?" So it really shocked me that this has kind of been the biggest surprise fan favorite. And I will say this song was written. I think you can tell it was written out of sadness, and it was written from a place of healing. And so this song is, I wanted it to sound kind of like crying, like not soft crying, but like that whale crying, when you just want to like yell and scream and cry it out. I did it through this song, and it was uh supposed to represent healing after something really hard. And so that's what this song kind of represents, is the healing process, that expresses that, like, that duality in us of like feeling like we've been hurt, and yet we know we can heal. Which is the partner to Survive, which is a much more anthemic, upbeat version of healing after something hard. So anyways, again, just the very two different ways of expressing the same emotion. Here we go. This is Surrender. Whew, okay. I think I might try to bring in a guest. Let me try this. So, yeah, also I will say I expressed to some of you guys and some Q&As and live streams through different things throughout the last few years that I did try to write a rock album, and I did not succeed with that. But out of all the rock songs that I wrote when I was trying to write the rock album, this I think is the only song from that period of literally I wrote like I think I started 40 different songs. Like I probably, made full demos of like almost 30 of them, you know. So, yeah, this was the one that made it from that section of writing. Anyways, that's kind of just a fun tidbit for you. But let me see if I can figure out how to bring a guest in. Yeah, I think I figured it out. I think I figured it out. I'm just gonna randomly pick someone. Um, who should it be? Okay, I'm gonna do Kitarka. Okay, if you don't want to, I think you cannot accept my invite. We're gonna try this. This is, we're doing this for the first time, experiencing this all together. So in a second, um, possibly Kitarka will be live with me.
Hi.
Hey, can you hear me?
Hello. Yes. Hi.
Hi, how are you?
Oh, great. Oh, this is all of a sudden. How are
Oh
you,
my gosh,
Lindsay?
where are you from?
I'm in Czech Republic, actually. Excited for October.
Oh my gosh, from the Czech Republic. Oh my, it's been so long since I've been there. I am so excited to get to be coming back to Europe soon. So I hope we'll get to be close enough to you so you can come to a show.
I will.
Yay! Oh my gosh,
I
amazing.
already have a meet and greet.
Oh my gosh. Well, when I meet you, you're going to have to tell me like, "Hey, I spoke to you on the radio show." Like remind me so that I can like I can place
You bet.
you.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Um, so I'm curious, have you gotten to hear the whole album yet?
Multiple times, like maybe 50.
Yeah, yeah. Did you have a favorite song? I'd be so curious to know.
Oh, I'm not sure if I can pick one, but the one that you have in the track list, like the next one, I cried the whole thing. Such a beautiful thing, and I'm also quite excited to practice it on my piano because you might have saw me, right?
Yeah. Sorry, I'm having a hard time hearing you. You're breaking up a little bit.
Oh,
Did you
sorry.
say
I'm sorry.
Serenity
I'm
Found?
bumbling. Yeah, Serenity found.
Oh my
Yes.
gosh, it's like I planned this. This is a perfect segue because that is the next song we're going to listen to. Um I'm so glad you enjoyed that one. But yeah,
Yes.
we'll go right into that one next. I wanted this song to be almost like a meditation song, something that you could listen to
Mhm.
calm down, or if you just want to meditate or like go off to sleep. Um but it kind of represents to me like, once you're in that healing space and you're trying to get past something hard, like surrender represents, this is that moment of like letting go of whatever it was and accepting where you're at and like kind of starting to put the pieces back together. And this pairs up nicely with, on the other side of the album, it pairs up with Kintsugi, which is about literally, broken pottery being mended. So anyways, thanks for chatting with me, Katara, and we'll see you in the Czech Republic. And the next song for everybody is Serenity Found. Are you guys still awake? Did I lose you? Oh my goodness. I have a feeling every night, like, if if I play that on tour, I'm like, oh gosh, is the audience gonna fall asleep? Will I lose them? Into a trance? And if so, maybe that's a great thing. But yeah, that song is just that song makes me feel peace. Um, okay. I'm gonna bring in another guest to chat with. Okay. Here we go. I'm going to bring in Chelsea Light. Invite. I like that name, Chelsea Light. Okay, she's coming in. Hi, Chelsea. Can you hear me? Hello?
Oh,
Oh, there we go. I can hear you. How are you?
hello.
Hi. Can you hear me? Hmm.
Is
I
it
wonder if
working?
I can hear you. I don't know if you can hear me.
Hello?
No, dang it. I guess it's not working. I'm not sure um if it's on my end
Oh,
or
my volume's down. Can you hear me?
yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Oh my gosh,
Hello?
yes, I can hear.
Oh, yay. Hi
Oh my
Chelsea.
gosh.
Where are you calling in from?
I'm coming in from Texas, Austin.
Oh, okay. We're gonna be in Austin soon, like actually really
Yes,
soon. I'm very
this
excited.
me too. It's my first tour since I discovered you. I'm so excited.
Oh my gosh. Oh, I always love it when people come for the first time because I just feel like, whenever you go to any live performer, you never know quite what to expect. And I feel like our show is a little bit surprising. So I don't know. I hope you love it.
Oh my gosh, I will. I'm gonna be crying and I hope my makeup holds up for our pictures.
Oh, yeah, get that waterproof mascara. We're good. Oh, well, it's so nice to chat with you.
You
I
too.
guess are you a musician? Are you an artist of some
I'm
sort? Or
I actually I crochet, I knit, I sew, I embroider. I love all things crafts.
oh my gosh, Chelsea, you're a girl after my own heart. Like I love being a crafty queen. It's like
Yes,
my favorite thing to do in the evenings after a long day of like rehearsals or anything. I love to like rhinestone costumes and like sew appliques on. It's so relaxing.
yes, yes.
What do you like to like? What's your favorite thing to make?
Well, I just started my Etsy last year and
Oh,
Inner Light Yarn. That's my Instagram, Inner Light Yarn.
Inner
And
Light Yarn.
so
Okay, I'm gonna look it up. That's a beautiful name.
thank you. And it was actually so amazing when you came out with Inner Gold because Inner Light was the first thought that I came up with for my Etsy. And I was just like, oh, it makes so much sense.
Oh, I love it. Totally, probably from the same like inspiration of just like inner, like that inner part of yourself and letting it shine. I love that.
Yes.
Awesome. Well, I'm curious, did you have a song that stuck out to you from the album if you've gotten to listen to it yet that,
Um,
maybe meant something special or that you liked the most?
yes. So the first one is Purpose. That one just hits me so hard and it makes me
Mm.
feel like my soul is shining. It's so amazing.
Oh, I love that you say that. I haven't seen anyone else pick Purpose as a favorite, but I love that song. That one makes me feel so like, yeah, just like glowy, like you said. And there's a reason it's the last song on part one of the album is because it's kind of that coming full circle moment of like
Yeah.
feeling your like full potential, feeling your full like joy. Like that's what it kind of represents. So I love that enjoy that one.
Yes, I love it so much.
Awesome. Well, oh my gosh, I wish I had brought you up after this next song because we have one more song before we get to Purpose. We're kind of listening to the album. I don't know. I guess I don't have to listen in order, but I thought that would be fun. So this
No
next
worries.
song is actually Untamed, which it's funny. This is my favorite song on the album, probably just because it was the first song that I wrote in like a long time, like probably a year that I actually liked,
Yeah.
and it was that moment of like, oh my gosh, I think I found like my flow. I think I found the album. I think this is the beginning of the album. This is the beginning of this creation chapter. And so yeah, I love this song. It's kind of about yeah, being untamed, being fiery, being
Yeah.
allowing yourself to like be wild and expressive and not be put into the box that, we're told how to do our hair, how to like look, how we should dress, how we should, what things we should
Yes,
eat. And yet I think we're all so much bigger than that. And so anyways, this one's
yes,
about finding that, that inner light, but also like letting it like really shine. So,
yeah,
um
I love it too.
anyways,
I love every single one of your songs. You're just amazing.
oh my gosh, well thank you so much, Chelsea, and we will be listening after this. We'll be getting to your favorite song, Purpose. So,
Ah!
thanks for chatting. I'll see you in Austin, Texas, and
Yes.
yes, until then, here we go. This is Untamed.
Okay, let's
Woohoo! I don't know why it makes that little like makes me really happy every time I hear it. It's like this call from the wild is kind of what it's supposed to be. It's like that little Peter Pan moment of like, yes, be a lost boy. Like, anyways, I don't know why that's definitely one of my favorites of the album. Because it just makes me smile when I hear it, and I just literally want to go dance through the forest. So it's also funny because, like I said, obviously it's one of my favorites. When I met with my team, and we were, my management, and we were going through the like, lots and lots and lots and lots of songs that I'd written for this album, and we were picking our favorites, and we had this big like cork board and all the names of like, the top, like, I think the top 50 songs, and we were trying to narrow it down. And there were some that my managers liked more than, me, that did not make the album. And they wanted to kick this song off of the album to make room for like some of these other songs that they liked better. And I'm like, absolutely not. I don't care. This song has to be on the album. I know it's nobody else's favorite, but so I like really fought to, I mean, not convince, because like at the end of the day, they're very supportive and let me do what I want to do. But yeah, they really tried to push for like kicking this song off the album to make room for other ones. But we'll find those other songs a home somewhere else. Don't you worry. But then it was also really fun when Beat Saber specifically asked for this song, and I was like, aha! There's some validation that this song is kind of awesome. So yeah, if you're a Beat Saber fan, this song is on their newest, release of the new music, and I think that's super fun because there are a lot of beats in there to be sabering. Um, Anyways, okay, now we're gonna move on to Purpose, which was Chelsea's favorite song. I kind of introduced a little bit of what this song means. I did also see comments from fans mentioning how they were like, I can't hear the words. What is she saying? What is she saying? And I will say, I mean, I was kind of purposefully not making these super enunciated because actually there are some of the words that aren't really even words. Like the part where I kind of talk about like well it's after the chorus. And it's like you see fire, I see it's just more like the voice is saying, syllables. It's just supposed to be an instrument. It's actually kind of supposed to leave you with questions. Almost sounding, because I think it's kind of magical when you don't know what someone's saying. Like I actually love listening to people sing in other languages. And so I just wanted this to sound almost like a little fairy language that is being spoken. But right before the chorus and then during the chorus, I will tell you what it's saying. It's saying, give yourself a reason, take your pain away, sail, you can sail away. And then it says it in the chorus as well. Same exact thing. Give yourself a reason, take your pain away, sail, you can sail away. And again, it's just about like, finding your purpose, realizing that, yeah, we're all going to feel hard things. We're going to go through hard things. But like when you find your purpose, it does kind of alleviate a lot of that, like that angst in us and, sail away. Anyways, so that's what it's saying. Again, the lyrics weren't very important to me in the sonics of the song. They were more supposed to be like this like whisper, this like magical sounding whisper. So I kind of love that people are like, what is she saying? I think it makes it kind of fun. Um, the curiosity part of it. Anyway, so here we go. This is Purpose. Okay, well, I think for today, I thought it would be fun to do a little bit more talking and less listening, and I also don't want to keep you guys all day. So I think I'll probably wrap it up now, and maybe we will do a second one of these where we go through the second half of the album. But yeah, I wanted to take you through the full circle of what the album meant, and luckily I wrote it in half, so it's possible with with half a listen of the album. But anyways, thanks for joining me this morning on my first ever little, radio show on this app. And I know it's a lot to ask people to download a new app these days. I Anytime someone asks me to create a new password for anything, I'm like, I'm out. I'm done. I'm not doing it. So anyways, I appreciate you guys being here with me this morning or this evening, wherever you're calling in from. And yeah, I'm really, really happy with just this album. Thank you so much for all your support as always. And can't wait to see you guys soon on tour. So take care. Have a great rest of your week, and I'll see you guys soon.